Please, as you're joining, kindly mute your mic. As you're joining, kindly mute your mic. Thank you very much. As you're joining, kindly mute your mic. As you're joining, kindly mute your mic, please. Innocent, kindly mute your mic. Thank you very much. We will start very soon now. In the next 3 minutes, we will start the class. Thank you. You're welcome, Mr. Salman. You're welcome, Mr. Jubri. You're welcome, the CEO, and we're welcome everyone. Thank you. Innocent, kindly put it on the script, on the group chat. At least let everybody join now. Please unmute as you are joining in. Unmute everyone, please. We'll soon start in the next 3 minutes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know what. What's in the What's the back?
Wow, good afternoon, everyone. An happy weekend. Good afternoon, everyone, and happy weekend. The voice you can hear presently, or the person talking, is no other person than Mr. Anisha Emmanuel, the chemistry tutor for South Africa. Olùkọ́ tí ń kọ́ chemistry ní èdè Yorùbá. But we're not doing that today. We are looking at how we can pass or stand out in our UTME as we prepare towards a UTME. And today we are going to be learning biology by our tutor, the gallant tutor, and the guru in biology. He is going to be tutoring us biology and some hints in order to stand out in biology. But before that, I quickly want to chip in a very and a good, or let me say, vital information to us, that if you have not registered, let's log into South Africa website. We'll download the application. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Just try register and download the app. Enjoy series of courses, series of topics of subjects in mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology. A lot of us have been complaining how our teachers in school explain some fundamentals of biology or chemistry or physics to us, which we think, or which might be like as if chemistry or mathematics are very, very difficult. We, the scholars and the educators in the house, have tried coming up in order to ensure we bring science to us or teach science to us in our indigenous language. We've tried to doing that, and we've been able to explain or break down. We've tried to analyze and even dissect every topics are in Yoruba to every one of us. Please kindly notify your friends. They should log in to South Africa, download the app, and I am very, very sure you will never regret it. Thank you very much. At this time, I want to welcome Mr. Salma, the biology guru, to take charge. And as he's coming in, I want every of the students here to ensure, remind your friends, send a notification, send a message to them to quickly join before the class commences. And when we start, we're not wasting time, we are going straight to the biology info. Thank you very much. I remain my humble self, Anisha Emmanuel Kendi, olùkọ́ tí ń kọ́ chemistry ní èdè Yorùbá. Thank you very much. Mr. Salma, you can take charge. Hello, Mr. Solomon. Are you there? Hello? Mr. Salman, you're welcome. You can start, please. You can start.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone, from wherever we are. I'm sorry, my network has been fluctuating. That's what I've been going on and off. But I'm here now. I welcome all students to this platform. We're going to be starting our class now. But before we begin our class, I want to do a little admonishment concerning the exam itself, the exam examination, and how to do well in the exams. When we're writing exam, no matter the subject you're writing, even if it's biology or chemistry or any subject you're writing at all, we're supposed to be very careful and at the same time time conscious. The exams we're writing is timed. With a particular time allocated to the exam, and we're supposed to submit our exam before that time or by that time when we're supposed to finish. So what I want to say is that when to have, for example, 30 minutes for our exam, and on the exam, and it's a particular question we don't understand, we're supposed to skip it. We're supposed to skip it, or I would advise we pick any answer we think is close to our mind. Let's assume the options are four, and you're not sure of the answer, but you're in doubt of a particular answer. We're supposed to pick that answer and go to the next question. And I want so that we don't waste so much time ruminating on what the answer is. The reason why I'm asking us to pick the answer is because we may not have a chance to come back to that question again because the exam is timed. So that answer you are picking might be the right answer because you're already looking at it if it's the right answer, but you're not sure. So the best thing is to pick the answer and go to pick that one you're not sure of. Just pick an answer you think is close to what you know, then go on because you may not be a chance to go back to answering that question again. So another thing I want us to look at, to look at is before you, for those of us who do not write the mock examination, we're supposed to practice. There's an app that people use to practice for exam for the exam examination. That app will be with the app you get used to the system interface using a laptop to answer your questions, and that will remove the phobia in you when you get to the exam hall. One of the things that affect students is that phobia. We are not used to pressing laptop, we're not used to answering questions with laptop. So when you practice with laptop before the exam, to remove that phobia, that fear will not be there again. When you get the exam, you just begin to answer like the normal way you usually do it. And so I think those tips will help us to get high marks in the examination. So that's what I have for before we start the class. So this class is it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be an interesting one, and we'll be explaining some concepts with to us as we go on. We'll be looking at 2010 biology jam past questions. We're going to be looking at 2010. So I'm sharing my screen for everyone to see. I'll do that right now. Can we not see my screen? I would like to get the response before I go on if you can all see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen. I can see your screen.
All right. So the first question we'll have is, we're not going to answer the first question because that's with the type of the paper. This I'll be doing due to my network. If at any point in time you can't see my screen, I would like to tell me that I can reload it because of my network. So let's go to number two question. Which of the following characterizes a mature plant cell? A mature plant cell, we have two cells basically. We have two types of cells. We have the animal cell and the plant cell. But the question is on the plant cell. Which of the following characterizes a mature plant cell? They're trying to tell us, they're trying to ask us in this question, what are those things that we can find in a plant cell that cannot be found in an animal cell? So that is what we look at. If you look at cytoplasm now, it is found in both cells, both plant and animal cells. So that will not be the answer. So nucleus is also found in both cells. That will not also be the answer. But the option C is saying cell wall is made up of cellulose. That is the answer to the question because only plant cells have cell wall. Animal cells do not have cell wall. And at the same time, plant cells have cell wall, and cell wall is made up of cellulose. Cellulose is a strengthening material. It's made of it's carbohydrate nature. It's that material that strengthens the plant cell. So when you go to the forest and you see those big Iroko trees, you see that even though the wind is violent, they don't fall down because their cell is strengthened, lignified and what and strengthened by cellulose. So that's the answer to the question number one. Number two, answer is what is option C. So we'll go on to number three. Which of the following is not a function of the nucleus of a cell? Which one is not a function of nucleus in a cell? What comes to mind is the functions of nucleus. Nucleus is that organelle in a cell. It is found in both plant cells and animal cells. So if human beings, each cell in our body has a nucleus. The human body is multicellular. We have many cells. You can't even count them because there are so many. So each of those cells now has a nucleus. The cells making up my ear, for example, my ear. The cells making up my ear are many. There are so many cells making up my ear. And each of them has its own nucleus. So nucleus is a very important organelle in the cell. So which one is not a function of a nucleus? Number one, it controls the life processes of cells. Number two, it translates genetic information for the manufacture of protein. Number six, it stores and carries heredity information. D is a reservoir of energy for the cell. What we should note that the nucleus is responsible for controlling genetic information in the body. Those information that you have inherited from your parents, the nucleus is the one that carries those information. So the odd one in this option is it is a reservoir of energy for the cell. So the answer is D. D is not among the functions of a nucleus. That part of the cell that reserves energy, that stores energy, is mitochondria or mitochondrion, as the case may be. But the nucleus is not in charge of energy or storing energy in the cell. So we'll go on to number 4. The dominant trait in the life cycle of a fern is what? We have gametophytes, we have cellulose, we have sporophytes, and we have antheridium. A fern is also a plant. Based on how the divisions we have for plants, the plant kingdom has some divisions. We have the first division, and the simplest one is division Talophyta, a talophyte. Talophytes are the simplest plant. Then we have the biophyte as the next. Then we now have what? The tracheophyte. The tracheophyte is a vascular plant. Vascular plant. So that's that. So we're looking at the fern. The fern is under tracheophyte. The tracheophyte has two divisions. We have two subdivisions. We have the pteridophyte and the spermatophyte. So ferns they are pteridophytes. They are pteridophytes. The dominant phase in the lifespan of all pteridophytes, or we can say all ferns, is what we call the sporophyte. Sporophyte is the answer to that question. Because all ferns they form spores. They release spores. So that phase is the sporophyte. The next one is parental care is exhibited by which of these animals? Toads, snails, earthworms, and birds. Looking at this, when we talk about parental care, it has to do with the property or the attribute of a parent caring for its young one, caring for its young one. If you pick up, you go towards the river bank and you get to see a toad. You go there, you pick the what's called the young ones of the toad. The toad will not do anything. They won't care. It shed whenever they reproduce. They move away. They move away. They don't care about the young ones. There's no parental care in toads. Talking about snails, snails don't have parental care. Earthworms do not also have parental care, but birds have very good parental care. I'll state how this is done. Number one, before they give birth, they prepare the nest, their nest where they will lay their egg. That method of preparing the nest is also what is part of parental care. And when the young is born, they guard the young. Those of us who have gone close to the chicks of a hen, the hen has just hatched eggs, and you go close to the chick, it will chase you. If there is okay, it might not use its beak to design your face. So this is a very great parental care found in animals exhibited by birds. And that is so for almost all birds who have apes, the class A, they show parental care. So we shall go to the next one. Use the diagram above to answer this question 6 and question 7. We have a diagram here, and the first organism in this diagram is a rabbit. I believe you can all see the diagram. We have a rabbit as the first one. Roman figure 2 shows a crocodile. 3 shows a frog, and IV shows what? Shows a fish. So this is what we have. So we're going to answer the question with respect to their decreasing dependence on aquatic conditions for reproduction. Which of the following is the correct arrangement of the animal represented? So if you look at it, almost all the animals we have here require water for reproduction. They need water for reproduction. What does it mean? Fish, for example, if you bring a fish out of water, it will die because it does not live on land. It's an aquatic organism, and it uses that same aquatic environment for reproduction. Fishes produce in water. They cannot reproduce on land because of what? There's water around them. At the same time, toads of frogs also move for the water body for reproduction. Whenever they want to do this, the female toad backs the male toad. Female toad usually backs the male toad. As the female toad is raising her eggs in water, the male toad will just shed sperm on it, and that egg is fertilized externally, that's outside the body of the animal. So toads undergo external fertilization, and they do that in the water body. If they lay the eggs on land, the eggs will dry up because there's no water on land. One thing we also do is that toads don't lay shelled eggs. The eggs laid by toads are not shelled. So if those eggs, the egg is it's just like liquid. So if the egg is laid on land, it will dry up. It will undergo desiccation. So prefer to go to the water body to lay their eggs. Water will provide that coolness for them. So it will dry the egg. So let's do the next one. The crocodile. Crocodile lays shelled eggs, and eggs laid on land. Our rabbits do not lay, but they give birth to their young ones alive. So we are going to arrange organisms based on their decreasing dependence on aquatic conditions. Decreasing. This is something also we should take. Decreasing dependence. Is it from the highest to lowest or lowest to the highest? So decreasing dependence is what? From the one that depends so much to the least dependent. The one that depends so much entirely on water is what? IV, the fish, followed by what? The toad. Then the next one is what? The crocodile, and the last one is the rabbit. Rabbits do not depend on water so that is a decreasing order of what? Dependence is decreasing. From the one that depends solely to what? So that does not really depend on water. So we have option B, which is IV, I, then option, and then I. B is the answer to number 6. So the next one is asking which of animals represent oldest creatures in terms of evolutionary history. Oldest. According to evolution, the all animals evolved from other animals. So, but we have aquatic organisms before terrestrial organisms based on evolution. Those organisms that live in water existed years even before those that live on land. We have what we have the oldest being the aquatic ones, and most aquatic among them is the fish. So the fish is the oldest according to what evolutionary is based on all the vertebrates. Now we have 5 vertebrate classes. So that's Pisces. Class what? Pisces, class Pisces, followed by class Amphibia, followed by class Reptilia, followed by class Apes, and class Mammalia. The first one is class Pisces, and the oldest one among the classes. And that's what a fish what belongs to. The answer is what? IV, fish. What's number 8? Which of the following groups of cells is devoid of true nucleus? We have algae, we have monera, we have fungi, we have viruses. The answer to this question is what? Is viruses. Viruses don't have what? They don't have true nuclei. They don't have what? True nuclei. And that's one of the reasons why we can't even, they don't have, they can't function without what being in the living cell. If we extract a viral cell, we place it in a petri dish, for example, it can't move, it can't exhibit life features unless it is found in what? A living thing. So the next one we'll have is number 9. Use the diagram below to answer question 9 and 10. Looking at this diagram, we have what? A bird, an ape. We have an ape in this question, which is a bird. And it's asking us the main function of the feathers covering the part labeled eye. That part labeled eye is close to the leg. Is the ventral part of the animal. The ventral part means the lower part. You turn it upside down. That part is the ventral part. So that feather around that region, what does it do? We have prevent ectoparasites from attacking the animal, generate heat to keep the animal warm, provide some power for flight, serve as insulator to maintain body heat. The answer to this question is what? It serves as insulator to maintain body heat. The body heat of birds have to be maintained. So that they have hair over the body to maintain what their body. They have feathers. Feathers, they have hair to what insulate their body to maintain their body heat. So we'll go to number 10. Based on the shape and structure of the beak and feet, the bird is adapted to what? The bird is what is likely to feed on what? What does it feed on? If you look at the beak I'm doing the beak now, the beak of the animal is pointed. And looking at the feet, the toenails, the feet, the toenails also was pointed. It means that the animal is probably what? A flesh eater. A carnivorous bird. So looking at the beak is adapted to tear meat. At the same time, the toenails are also adapted to tearing flesh. So we will say what? The animal is a flesh eater. A is the answer to that question. We'll move on to the final one. Which of the following is true of the transverse section of the dicot stem? So stem, not system. If you look at the dicot stem, the transverse section of the dicot stem, the answer will be what? The xylem is more interiorly located than the phloem. To cut a transverse section of the dicot stem, you pick up a dicot phloem and cut the stem. When you observe it through a microscope, you see what the xylem is more interiorly located than the phloem. Go to number 12. Use the diagram below to answer this question 12 and 13. We should be expecting so many diagrams in biology because this is part of the core of biology. We have many diagrams. So let's get used to seeing questions that have diagrams. Use the diagram below to answer question 12 and question 13. And as you can see on the screen, the diagram has the rheumatoid I. The diagram of the plant shows what rheumatoid I, and the rheumatoid IV. Let's take note of the arrow. An arrow is moving down, one is moving up. So we have number 12 saying the movement of material in the xylem and phloem tissues of the plant are represented by arrows outward. We need to know the movement pattern of the phloem and xylem in the plant. In xylem, in the plant, we have xylem is responsible for water transportation, while phloem transports food. So let's note this particular one. Xylem transports water, while phloem transports food in what? In plant. So water is found in the soil. What water is found in the soil? We're expecting water to move or to move upwards the plant from the root down to the what? To the shoot system. The shoot system consists of what? The stem and the leaf. We also expect an upward movement of the xylem since water is found in the soil. But for phloem, food is produced in the leaves. The leaves produce food, so we expect that food will not go translocate from the leaves down to other parts of the plant. So we're expecting a downward movement of the phloem tissue. So let's ask how one that shows a downward movement is the I, and the one that shows an upward movement is the figure IV. The answer to that question is what? Xylem is coming first. Xylem is going to what? It's going to be upward movement. That's IV. While downward movement is what? I. The options here are not correct. It's supposed to be A. With A option, the I should come before I. Xylem is the definition first. The question mentions xylem before phloem. So it's supposed to be IV and I respectively. Let's take note of that. We'll go to number 13. Martin says during photosynthesis, the arrow labeled II represents what? The arrow labeled II represents what during photosynthesis. If you look at the arrow of II, we'll see that something is going out of the leaf. Something is moving out of the leaf. So what does this stand for? For those of us who know the equation for photosynthesis, is 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O. I repeat, the reactant of 6 CO2, 6 moles of oxide plus 6 moles of water. So when I put an arrow, the arrow gives us what? C6H12O6 plus 6O2. There are two products. The first one is glucose, C6H12O6, then plus 6O2. The gas that goes out of the leaves is what is the 6O2, the oxygen gas goes out of use after photosynthesis because it's a byproduct of photosynthesis. The main product is the glucose, which is the food that the plant produces after that process. But the byproduct which is not wanted is what is the oxygen gas, which goes out of what the leaves. So the answer to that question is what release of oxygen as byproduct going through the leaves. Must go I. We'll go to number 14. Which of the following is lacking in the diet of a person with kwashiorkor? Kwashiorkor is a serious disease caused by a serious disease that has to do with diet, not feeding on a balanced diet. So we have vitamins, proteins, carbohydrates, and also we have 3 options: vitamins, proteins, and carbohydrates. The answer to the question is what? Protein. Protein. A child who does not feed on protein will have kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is characterized by having a big belly, a big head, and a small legs. Having small legs, a big belly, and a big head. So that child is malnourished. The child is not fed well. That child should be given, but a person should be given so much protein to what's it called? To bring the child to what? The normal state. So let's go to number 15. The mode of nutrition of sundew and bladder wort. The kind of what? The mode of nutrition of sundew and other what can be described as what? Sundew and other what are insectivorous plants. They are plants that what? They are plants that feed on insects and they consume the whole insect. They actually set traps for insects. So when the insect goes in, they consume the insect wholly and extract the nutrients in the insect. What we usually know is insects that eat plants, insects that feed on. But in this case now we also have plants that feed on insects. They are called insectivorous plants. So, but since those plants consume the whole insect, the insect for this an insect goes into the trap, and the whole insect is what is consumed. So, have it as what holozoic. Holozoic is the answer to that question. We move on to the next one, number 16. When the mixture of a full substance and Benedict solution was warmed, the solution changed from blue to black red. This indicates the presence of what? In case you see this in the jam and we don't see black red, also be called brick red. It can be called brick red. So brick red precipitate, we have a solution changing from blue to brick red or black red. It means that we have what? Reducing sugar in that solution. We have reducing sugar. And what are reducing sugar? They are the disaccharides. Disaccharides are the reducing sugar. To the next question. The primary structure responsible for pumping blood or circulation through the mammalian circulatory system in the world. This is a structure and not an organ. If it was the primary organ for pumping blood, would have said the heart the answer because the heart pumps blood throughout the body. But since they said a structure is not an organ. So we say what? The answer is what? The artery. The artery is to pump blood away from the heart. So any blood vessel that takes blood away from the heart is called an artery. Now a structure that takes blood towards the heart is what is vein. So if the blood is being pumped away from the heart, we say what? An artery is the answer to that question. So the option C goes for it. Number 18. Circulation of blood to all parts of the body except the lungs is through what? If blood has to go throughout the body without going to the lungs, it means that the blood is going from what? The heart to the body, or from the body back to the heart. So the movement of blood from the heart to the body or from the body back to the heart is called systemic circulation. I repeat, if blood is moving from the heart, the body part to all the body parts to the brain and life, or movement of blood from the body part back to the heart is called systemic circulation. But if we have a question like this, movement of blood from the heart to the lungs, or from the lungs back to the heart. So far the lungs are involved, we say it is pulmonary circulation. But in this question, the lungs are not involved at all. Just the body and the heart. We say systemic circulation. So the option, the right answer here is B, systemic circulation. We'll go to the number 19. It respires anaerobically to convert simple sugar to carbon dioxide and what? Yeast is a living thing. It is fungus. It also what? It has life. It exhibits life or characteristics or living characteristics. So it is used for what? It is used to make dough rise. When we want to make puff or we're making donuts, it usually add yeast. They add yeast to the flour to make the dough to rise, increase the yield of the dough, so that they can get a bigger yield, a higher yield from the flour. So what happens during that process is that they have added will respire and aerobic. That's why you see them cover the pot after applying the yeast. They cover it up where they can get some steam. So because it's covered, that yeast will now undergo anaerobic respiration because there's no air, because that pot covered. So the yeast will now undergo anaerobic respiration and produce what carbon dioxide, what alcohol. For those of us who bleach, if you observe that if you put so much heat in your floor and you do cover it, I don't open it on time. You observe that when you try, you place some alcohol in the food. It's because the yeast there will convert the flour will undergo anaerobic respiration and convert the carbohydrates there to CO2 and alcohol. That's how you have those feeling of that kind of feeling of alcohol in your food when you apply too much yeast or you cover it for a long time. Let's take note. The answer is A for 19. Number 20, the sheet of muscle that separates the thoracic and the abdominal cavities is what? The thorax of a human being is the chest region, from the neck to the chest, the thorax region. But from that point, on the chest, and so from that abdomen down, it's called the abdominal part. So if you observe the depression between the chest and the abdomen, is one depression. That depression is called the diaphragm. Diaphragm is a sheath, it's a dome-shaped shape or structure. It's like N, like it's an N, dome shape. Which separates the thorax from the abdomen. So the answer is what? Diaphragm. Number 21, the only substance that lubricates the mammalian hair to be flexible and water repellent is secreted by what? When you don't apply cream on your hair or your body, after some time you observe that your body becomes oily. How? How does it happen? I did not clean my body this morning. I was looking in the morning because I did not apply cream. I couldn't get a cream because I was away from the house. But in the afternoon, I observed that my body is now oily. How come my body is oily? I did not apply oil. I did not apply cream this morning. The reason is because your body or human body produces natural oil. That oil is found in the skin region. So the skin secretes an oily substance called sebum from a gland called called what? The sebaceous gland. Sebaceous gland is found in the skin and it produces sebum. Sebum. That sebum is the oil that will what? That lubricate the hair and the body whenever you don't apply oil. It happens almost with everything. Even if you apply oil, the sebum will still work. We'll go to the next one. 22. The outer layer of the kidney, where the Bowman capsules are found, is what? The kidney has two main divisions. We have the outer cortex and the inner medulla. We have the cortex, the medulla part of the kidney. But since the Bowman's capsule is found outside, it's found at the outer part, we say what? It is found at the cortex.
Mr. Sama, we can't see your screen again. Mr. Sama, are you there? I think Mr. Salmon, he will he will join us very soon. I think his device developed some unforeseen issue. I am very, very sure he will join us. I've sent a message to him. Kindly bear with us. Thank you.
I'm sorry. My network has been bad. That's why I was locked out. I don't know what number did I stop, please. What number? What was the last number you had? I was busy saying. I was busy thinking. I never knew I was locked out.
I think you're done with number 14.
Okay, I will share my screen again.
Thank you. We can tell you.
My own by this I'm on number 25. Which I would like you to look at it again. Have I done number 19? Did you hear number 19 and 20?
You can start. Just continue from from that number 19, please.
So it requires aerobically to convert simple sugar to carbon dioxide. Like I said, yeast is used to make dough to rise. For those that bake, those that use oil, or they apply yeast to increase the yield of the dough. So it's whenever it is applied, it converts carbohydrate to carbon dioxide and alcohol. Next is number 20. The sheet of muscle that separates thoracic and abdominal cavity is the answer is diaphragm. Diaphragm is a muscular sheet that separates the chest region from the abdominal region. So it divides into regions. We have number 21, the oily substance that duplicates the mammalian hair to keep it flexible and water repellent is what? The answer is what? Sebaceous gland. I would want to explain it in details. For those of us who have observed our body, on days when you don't apply cream to your body, you don't clean your body. You compare peel in the morning, but in the afternoon, you look at your peel will become normal. As if you apply cream in the morning. It's because our body has a natural oil that helps to lubricate the body. So that oil is sebum, sebum. And sebum is produced by the skin. There's a particular gland in the skin called sebaceous gland. The sebaceous gland produces sebum, which helps to lubricate the body, lubricate the skin, and all parts of the body where it is found. So the answer is sebaceous gland. The next one is 22. The outer layer of the kidney, where the Bowman's capsules are found. The kidney is found at the lower abdomen, at the lower part of the body, lower abdomen, and it has two parts. It has the outer cortex and the inner medulla. But since the Bowman's capsule is the first part of the kidney is found at the outer part, so we say what it is found at the cortex of the kidney. So my 22 answer is option A, which is cortex. 23, which of the following stimuli is likely to elicit a nastic response? We have three sorts of responses in organisms. We have tropic, actic, and nastic response. But this question, the answer is chemical substance. Chemical substance elicits what? synaptic response. We go to 24. In the male reproductive system of the mammal, sperm is stored where? Where sperm is stored in the male reproductive system. I want us to take note of this. Some persons believe that the sperm is produced by the penis because of the ejaculation process. Sperm comes out to the penis, so people feel like sperm is also produced in the penis. But that's not true. There's a particular structure attached to the penis called the testes. Those balls, the two balls will have outside attached to the penis. That is where sperm is being produced. And just like we have a room has a house has different compartments. In a house, you can find the kitchen, you can find the living room, you can find the toilet. In the same way, in the testes, there are so many parts that are found in the testes. We have the part where sperm is produced, part where sperm is stored, and other regions too. So the seminiferous tubule is a part of the testes where sperm is produced. But after it is produced, it's stored in the what? In the epididymis. So the answer to number 24 is epididymis. That is where sperm is stored. We'll go to number 25. Chemosynthetic organisms. Chemosynthetic organisms are capable of manufacturing their food from simple inorganic substances through what process? There's a difference between chemosynthesis and photosynthesis. In photosynthesis, photosynthesis uses light or sunlight to manufacture food. But in chemosynthesis, they use chemicals to produce food. They use convert chemicals to food. So the answer is first formulation. First formulation is the answer to that question. Number 26. The part of human gut that has an acidic content is what? When we hear the word gut, G-U-T, gut also means what? Alimentary canal. You can call it
We
the
can't see your screen
gastro.
again. We can't see your screen. Okay. We can see it now. We can see it now.
Okay. Gut means the alimentary canal, or we can call it the gastrointestinal tract. GI, gastrointestinal tract. We can call it the what? Alimentary canal. It is that part that comes from the mouth to the anus. So the gut comes from the mouth to what? To the anus. And what gut does is to digest food. Putting food into our mouth, it enters the stomach. From there, it enters the small intestine, goes to the large intestine, it goes to the anus and the like. So this is what a sequence of movements of food from the mouth to the anus. So that is what the function of the gut. It helps to digest food. But all the regions have different concentrations. For example, the mouth has ptyalin. Ptyalin is alkaline in nature. It's alkaline. It has the saliva we have in the mouth is alkaline. It's alkaline in nature. When we get to the stomach, we have what? Acid. We have the dilute HCl found in the stomach region. So the answer to that question is what? Is stomach. The stomach is the part of the gut that has an acidic content. If the question was what part of the human gut has an alkaline content, we would have chosen what? The mouth, because the mouth has what? Alkaline content. But the stomach has an acidic content, courtesy of dilute HCl. I think that's clear. We'll go to number 27. There is a small chart here saying stomach to spirochera, alveoli goes to earthworm, malpighian tube goes to mammal, and contractile vacuole goes to protozoa. Which of the above structures is perfectly matched with the organism it found? Can we find stomata in spirochera? Can we find alveoli in an earthworm? Is malpighian tube found in the mammal? And is contractile vacuole found in protozoa? Which one is correct among the options we have here? So the answer is contractile vacuole is found in protozoa. All protozoa have contractile vacuole. Protozoa are members of the kingdom Protista. There are 5 kingdoms: kingdom Fungi, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae, kingdom Animalia. So the second kingdom is kingdom Protista. That's the protist. So there are 2 groups, protozoa and protozoita. All the protists entirely have what? A contractile vacuole. I'd like to explain to you what the vacuum does. Since proteins live in a hypotonic environment, they live in water. All proteins are aquatic, they live in water, and they are microscopic. So we can't say that we have seen it before, unless we use what? A microscope. We can't see euglena unless we use what? If you want to see it, go to the pond, get a sample of the pond water, and observe it under a microscope. You see some proteins inside the water. What we're saying here is that proteins are found mainly in what? In ponds. They are pond dwellers. So any pond around you, go there and get sample of the water and observe. You see a lot of proteins moving around the water. So what we're saying here is since proteins are aquatic, there's a chance that water will enter their body via osmosis. Water will enter their body. So, and since their body is hypertonic to the environment, water will enter the body of proteins via osmosis. And if care is not taken, the animal will burst. The animal will expand and eventually burst. So, but because proteins or protozoa have contractile vacuum, it has to regulate water intake. If water is in excess, but it pushes out the excess water to the environment. What I'm saying here is that the vacuum contractile helps to work to reduce the amount of water found in the cell of what? Proteins or protozoa. It pushes the excess water out of the organism to avoid swelling and bursting. So we have contractile vacuum being for osmoregulation, which is found in proteins or protozoa. We'll go to the next question. So the answer to that question is what? Is IV. Contractile vacuum going to protozoa. We'll go to the next one, number 28. A food chain always begins with what? A food chain always begins with what? A food chain is a linear feeding relationship. A linear feeding what? Between what? Organisms in a particular habitat. And the first organism found in a food chain is a producer, plant. Plants usually start, plants or photosynthetic bacteria usually begin what? The food chain. So the answer to this question is a producer. We'll go to the next one. Producers are plants, basically grasses, trees, or plants generally are what they are producers. We'll go to number 29. 29 is talking about mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza promotes plant growth by what? Mycorrhiza is also feeding, it's a relationship between two organisms. How does mycorrhiza feed? How does it promote plant growth? We have 4 options here. The answer to the question is what? It helps to absorb inorganic ions from the soil. Mycorrhiza helps what? Absorb inorganic ions from the soil, thereby promoting plant growth. So the answer is option A. Number 13 is on maternal and fetal blood. Maternal has to do with what? Mother, while fetal has to do with the baby. When a woman is pregnant, there's exchange between the mother and the child. Whatever the mother eats is what the child also consumes. Mother eats bread. Bread is processed into glucose. The child also gets glucose. So that is how it goes. That is why I advise pregnant mothers not to take alcohol. Because when you take alcohol, your child also was taking a fair share of the alcohol. So you are intoxicating your child by taking alcohol. That's what I mean. So the barrier between the mother and the child that does not permit mixing of the blood. The barrier between the maternal and fetal blood is what is the placenta. It helps to prevent mixing the maternal and the fetal blood. The next question is step 1. The blood component that has the greatest affinity for oxygen is what? We have blood component, we have the red blood cells, white blood cells, we have platelets. So let's look at their biological names. The biological name for red blood cell is erythrocyte. The one for white blood cell is leukocyte. While the one for platelet is thrombocyte. We also have lymphocyte, which is what? The lymph. But now, which of them has the greatest affinity, the greatest love for oxygen? That really absorbs or attracts itself to oxygen. The answer is what? Erythrocyte. The oxygen carries oxygen around what the body. The answer is every side, red blood cell. The two is the next one. The two is asking us to which of the following organisms is mainly found in the marine habitat? Mainly found in marine habitat. We have options there. Number 32 has four options like that. We have the achatina, we have tilapia, we have dogfish, and we have tortoise. Now, when we talk about marine, marine has to do with salt water habitat. Salt water habitat is a marine habitat. The first one is achatina. What's achatina? Achatina is a land snail. It's achatina. Achatina is not found in marine. It's found in fresh water around the river bank. We find achatina there. Tilapia is also a freshwater fish. It's found in freshwater. Dogfish is marine. It's a fish called dogfish. It was found in the saltwater environment. Dogfish is found in freshwater. So the answer is what? Option C, dogfish. We go to 33. 33 next one. The two halves of the pelvic girdle are joined together at the top. The two halves of the pelvic girdle are joined together by what? By the what? Pelvic girdle is found around the waist region, the waist. That's the pelvic girdle. So what joins the waist together? We have the answer is pubic symphysis. Pubic what? Symphysis is the answer. Number 34, we have adoption of appropriate nocturnal habits. We have burrowing. We have adjusting their internal body temperature. We have position of male sweat pulse. Which of the above are the ways in which desert animals adapt to extreme heat? Desert animals, how do they adapt to extreme heat? We have four options here. The right option is option C. Adoption of appropriate nocturnal habits and burrowing. They burrow to work whenever they are hot. Whenever they extreme heat, they burrow. So the answer is option C. 85, we have low annual rainfall, sparse vegetation, high diurnal temperatures, and cold nights. Characteristics of the world. Which of the biomes has these characteristics? We have tropical rainforest, we have desert, mountain forest, and Guinea vegetation, the Guinea savanna. The answer to that question is option G, Guinea savanna. It has for low rainfall, sparse vegetation, high diurnal temperatures, and cold nights. We go to number 36. 36. The activity of an organism which affects the survival of another organism in the same habitat is what? If we're talking about a living thing affecting another living thing, we say the answer is what? We have edaphic, we have biotic, and we have physiographic. So the answer is the biotic factor. See, a living thing is affecting another living thing. The answer is biotic factor. Option C is the answer for 36. Can we all hear me? Can we hear me? So I think we should take, we're close to the end of the what's it called, the schedule time. Should we take questions now? Mr. Should we take questions now? Or should we go on?
Hello, do we have any of our students online? Hello? I'm not sure we have any of our students online. You can just take hello, do you have any student here? Okay, we can just bring the class to an end now. So far, none of our students are available. I believe we will still continue to tell them to download the Sai Africa app. They can also learn more on it in Yoruba language. And as soon we are done with the Yoruba language, we are going to take the next step, because a lot of students have been talking about English language also. But our aim is to reach out to our learners in English language. Thank you very much. Mr. Salma, you can just try to round up the class. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I I would thank everybody for joining this class today. I still want to mention that the main thing we need to do when we're writing the exams. I don't know if okay. I think we still have one more class before we have more classes before the exam examination day. But I want to also have this as our take home. We need to study very hard, solve a lot of past questions. At the same time, practice the mock exam, practice the mock examination by using the laptop itself. So we can get used to the laptop, because some persons are not used to system, right? Using exams with what with a laptop or desktop. So that will remove the fear in us when we get to the exam hall on that day. So I think we will do other discussions in the next class. Thank you very much for joining class. I do have a fulfilled day.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. It is a privilege, and I'm very sure if we can follow the steps that has been highlighted or listed above, we are going to record success. We will be meeting by the special grace of God next week on another episode, another topic, and another subject with another learner. Till then, continue studying and continue practicing your past question. Thank you very much for joining. Bye for now.